Are you struggling to overcome blocks or procrastination as you're learning animal communication? Or are you procrastinating on even getting started? Well, one little shift in your mindset can change everything. And if your goal is to become a confident animal communicator, then this video is for you. Or this podcast episode, if you're listening on the podcast, by the end of this episode, you're going to understand the one mindset shift that can get you out of procrastination and into action, and you're going to be able to implement it right away. Welcome to Animal Communication with Dr. Cara. This is a YouTube video / podcast available in both formats. I'm Dr. Cara. I'm a professional animal communicator and the founder of the Animal Communicator Academy. My mission is to help all animal lovers become confident animal communicators so they can help their pets or become professional animal communicators or add animal communication to their current profession. My vision is to have animal communicators in every home, in every veterinarian's office, in every animal rescue center, in every shelter, anywhere that there are people and animals together. I want there to be also animal communicators around. So if you support this mission, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell so we can reach even more animal lovers and animal communicators. So let's jump into this mindset piece, because this is a different way of looking at yourself, your life, your past, your present, your future. And it's kind of simple, but it also it does shift things. So the usual way most people live is that their past determines their future because they're operating out of old programs that are mostly unconscious. So what they do today, or what we do today, is determined by what happened to us in the past. One way to look at it is that our brains operate on programs to simplify life. Patterns, programs, we plug it in. And our programs are created in childhood as our brains are developing. We know that adult brains aren't fully developed until our mid-20s, but most of our understanding of the world happens in the first 5 to 10 years of our lives. We are creating those patterns and those programs that are going to be operating below the surface automatically for the rest of our lives. So what we're doing now, if we're operating out of those programs, is having our past dictate our future, because our past is what our program that's running in the present moment. It is overseeing, it is determining what we do now, and that's going to determine how our future is. So our programs create unconscious beliefs, and those drive our thoughts and our actions. And those are the things that we're doing in present time. So if you think of past, present, future, our operating orders are created in the past, we run them in the present, and what we do now in the present determines our future. So we're living past, present, future, right? Our past is determining our future. But if we want to live in a different way, we need to make this one single mindset shift. And we need to understand that our future can determine our actions in current time. So when you are clear on the future that you want to live, and you let that future draw you forward into it, then your future is determining your actions in the present, which is creating a different future. So the key thing is to really identify, what do I want that future to look like? And then that future is like a magnet drawing you to it. And when you identify that future, things shift. And now everything changes, because you're like, oh, I'm just doing my thing day to day to day. but now I have a future that's different. I want something else. And when we really clarify that, then it shifts how we see what's happening in the present moment. There's there's kind of two ways to implement this shift. Number one is just the awareness of it. And number two is really anchoring yourself in your future using affirmations. And the other way is healing your past by clearing your limiting beliefs. I want to just walk you through both of those really quickly so you understand that it's not crossing your fingers and hoping for a better future. It's really about the power of the future to draw you forward. And if you encounter limiting beliefs that were created in your past, you can also address those. So let's talk first about your future pulling you forward into it. I want to tell you about one of my students, Nancy. She was an animal communication student who was, just working hard, but she was struggling. She was like, it's not working, I don't know what to do. Until one day in class, we were talking about affirmations and how it's like a future truth, right? I was like, how things are going to be in the future, not how they are now, but I'm going to state it as if it's happening now. So I call them a future proof, a future truth. So her affirmation, her future truth is she chose an image of herself as a confident animal communicator, able to have two-way conversations with animals. So giving and receiving messages back and forth with animals. So she started using an affirmation that went something like this: I am an animal communicator. I talk to animals and animals talk to me. It was that simple, but that was the future she envisioned. She anchored it in the present. She used that affirmation, and her behavior, her actions in the present started shifting, and that allowed her to stop procrastinating, stop avoiding practicing. She practiced more. She got better at the skills. She worked on it and finally had her animal communication breakthrough session and became a confident animal communicator. So the first step was identifying that future version of herself that she wanted to become and anchoring it in the present moment with an affirmation, a future truth. So she was really tapping into her future self and the future that she wanted to have. And she was feeling it in the present moment in order to change her behavior in the present moment. So she wasn't operating out of those old limiting beliefs. So that's one way to address this mind shift, right? So we want our future to draw us forward. A lot of us, raising my hand because I'm included in this group, we have limiting beliefs that we're not aware of that cause us upsets. And an upset is anything that disturbs your peace, anything that makes you feel like I'm not good enough, this is bad, that's terrible, I'm a victim, I can't do it, I don't want to do it, it's scary, it's hard, it's too hard, right? However we talk ourselves out of things or however we get emotionally wound up, that all falls into the heading of an upset. And our upsets are caused by limiting beliefs. So these are mostly unconscious limiting beliefs, and these limiting beliefs limit us in a way that is designed to keep us safe. So earlier I mentioned that during those first 5 to 10 years of our lives, we create most of our core beliefs about the world, most of our understanding about how the world works. Well, those get incorporated into our subconscious as beliefs that limit us from getting hurt. So they keep us small, they keep us safe, they keep us in our comfort zone because something outside our comfort zone is dangerous to the perception of our younger self. So our younger self, something happened and we decided, I can't be different from anybody else. So say, we got singled out on the playground. They were choosing teams. Everybody else was wearing blue. You were wearing green, and you didn't get picked for the team. So your brain goes, oh, We can't be different than everybody else because then we're not included. It's not safe. It hurts. It sucks. Let's avoid that. So this becomes an unconscious limiting belief that operates below the surface for the rest of your life until you recognize it and you heal it. And the first step to healing that is to recognize it. So the way to do that is if you're in an upset, you lean into that upset. You like, I feel terrible, my heart is beating, my stomach feels bad, I feel kind of nauseous. And then you go, why? What happened right before? I was fine 5 minutes ago. What happened to get me to feel bad or to be mad at somebody or to be upset or whatever, the experiences that you're having? Lean into it. Be a detective, understand the clues that are in the experience. And then you'll start to understand what's operating below the surface. And you'll realize, like, oh, that at that moment, I was fine until somebody said, you're on the green team and I'm on the blue team. And then all of a sudden, that old childhood experience is like, oh, no, 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 we're not going to be on the green team because that's the bad team, because we don't get picked when we are on green, anything green, right? So we want to avoid green. So if we're assigned green, we're going to feel terrible about it. If we get a present that's green, we're going to not want to wear that shirt or that whatever, earrings, whatever it is. So you start to see like, oh, somebody said green and I felt this way. And I realized that, oh, a year ago, I got a green shamrock t-shirt for St. Patrick's Day and I didn't want to wear it. And you start to see the pattern. And when you see the pattern, it starts to automatically dissolve. I have a lot of other videos all about what to do with upsets, but I want to include this little bit here because oftentimes, what I hear is like, affirmations don't work, it's not enough. And they often work and they cannot be enough. But both are true. So if you want to identify what you want in the future and create an affirmation for it, and if you feel like you're not getting traction, then go back to some of my other videos about clearing blocks, clearing limiting beliefs, and I have a lot more information about that. But I want to offer a little bit of an overview of that here so you can understand that this mindset shift is so powerful that even if just identifying the future you want doesn't draw you forward, then you can do affirmations. If that doesn't work, you still have options. You still can create the future that you want. And that may be looking at your upsets and clearing some limiting beliefs and doing some mindset work around that. This is work I've been doing for decades. I'm still doing it. It does help me get places, and it always, every time I'm going to another level, there's new limiting beliefs to uncover. So it's okay. We all have this. This is how human life on Earth is. And there's nothing wrong with you. It's just, I don't want you to think you're stuck with what you have because that's all you've ever had. If you want something else, if you want to become an animal communicator and you've been blocked or unsuccessful or feel stuck, then I want you to understand that really getting clear on how your future, identifying your future draws you forward. So you're operating out of who you're becoming rather than who you've been. That mindset shift is so powerful. And if it's not enough, we've got other tools too. So check out more of my mindset videos, my inspiration videos, and I will help you with all of that so you can become the animal communicator you want to be, whether it's for your family, for your extended family, for volunteering at a shelter or a bear rescue center, or as a professional, whatever it is, you can do that. And this will help you. So make that one mindset shift and see what a difference it makes. And good luck. Like, I hope this shifts things for you. I hope this makes sense to you. And in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. What is your vision? What is calling you forward into your future? And how is this shifting how you see your past, present, and future? So that's it for today. I'm hoping this was helpful. If there's another topic you want me to talk about, please leave a note in the comments. I would be happy to do another episode to answer your questions. And if you're ready to become a confident animal communicator, come on over to the Animal Communicator Academy. I would love to be your mentor, and you can get more information at caragubbins.com/ACA. Good luck. You got this.